Welcome back to Silver Forecast. Let's break down the week ahead for November 17th through 21st, using our primary indicators, our secondary signals, and the market patterns that keep repeating, especially the ones almost nobody talks about. Silver begins the week at $50.55, with gold at $4,082. These levels matter because both metals remain in a tight correlation to the same macro forces we've been tracking all year. Primary indicator 1, the U.S. dollar index. The DXY continues hovering in the high 90 range, unable to regain its old bullish momentum. When the dollar weakens, silver breathes. This week, momentum suggests further dollar softness, which would be a direct tailwind pushing silver upward. Primary indicator 2, bond yields. 10-year yields remain under pressure as markets anticipate slower growth and more liquidity injections. Lower yields support metals, and silver historically reacts faster and sharper than gold during these cycles. The setup favors upside volatility. Primary indicator 3, Federal Reserve positioning. The Fed continues signaling a pause, while quietly acknowledging weakening labor and slowing inflation velocity. A softer Fed, weaker dollar, and lower yields create a three-way bullish setup that traditionally sends silver higher. And this week, all three indicators lean in silver's favor. Secondary indicator, the Bitcoin-gold-silver relationship. Bitcoin continues to behave like a high-beta metal, rising first, correcting first, then giving direction to silver. When Bitcoin surges, gold follows, and silver exaggerates the move. Right now, Bitcoin's structure is bullish, which usually leads to gold strength and silver outperformance. This correlation has held for nearly 2 years, and it's still the most overlooked signal in the metals market. Peter Schiff's observation, the Sunday night pattern. Peter Schiff has publicly highlighted a repeating pattern. Asian markets aggressively buy gold and silver Sunday evening, when Western markets are closed, then sell into the U.S. market later in the week, especially Fridays, pushing prices down, only to buy again Sunday at the lower levels.
I wouldn't wait. I think that today's sell-off was another buying opportunity for Schiff Gold customers to go to the Schiff Gold website on Friday, on Saturday, and even Sunday morning, because I expect another big run-up in gold and silver prices Sunday evening into Monday. Now, maybe it won't be sold off in the U.S. time zone. What I've managed to notice is that the big sell-offs happen later in the week, not earlier. So there's a good chance that we get a big run-up on Sunday night and then an even bigger run-up on Monday morning as Americans who got out of their silver and gold rush to get back in. So it's another great weekend buying opportunity at Schiff Gold to load up on gold and silver in particular, which I think has got an explosive move that's coming.
This pattern has been stunningly consistent, and right now, Asia is accumulating aggressively. That matters for the week ahead. Technical structure, Fibonacci levels. Silver's current move sits right between key Fibonacci retracement bands. From its recent swing low to the latest high, 23.6% retracement. Support around $49.20, 38.2% retracement. Strong support around $47.80, 50% retracement. Deep support at $46.50, 61.8% retracement. Critical support at $45.30. As long as silver remains above $49, the uptrend stays intact. The next Fibonacci extension targets $52 at the 1.272 extension, $54.75 at the 1.618 extension. Those are your upside magnets for this week if momentum continues. This week's forecast: silver enters the week strong, sitting comfortably above its key support levels, with macro forces aligned, and with Asian accumulation repeating its Sunday pattern. Based on all indicators, my forecast for November 17th to 21, silver targets $52 to $53.50, with an upside spike possible to $54.75 if Bitcoin continues rising and yields remain soft. Downside risk is limited to the $49 support zone, unless a surprise macro shock appears midweek. Final outlook: this is a bullish setup. A weakening dollar, falling yields, a cautious Fed, strong Bitcoin correlation, and the repeating Asian Sunday night accumulation cycle all point to strength. Silver is in position for another meaningful move. Stay prepared, stay informed. And as always, this is Silver Forecast.